Hello to all my friends out there. So tonight I'm making some bacon and gravy. I had a meal plan and it was biscuits with bacon. And so I was thinking someone was probably wondering, well, what does that mean? Well, what I want to do is I want to make some bread. So I'm making half a batch. I have a little over like a half a cup, and I use this 1.5 teaspoons yeast and 2 teaspoons sugar. And so what I want to make is I want to make some cheese and jalapeno bread to go with a little salt to go with my gravy, because you know, with some substantial bread you're going to be able to get by on the bacon and gravy. But you know, you can always have a sandwich. I bought 10 pounds flour at 99 cents only for 2 pounds $1. That's pretty good. So I just want to add the flour little by little. And so what I really want to do is I want to do some old-fashioned cooking, because it's safer than eating out and it's cheaper than eating out, and it's good. I'm not going to say it's better than eating out, because you know that's stupid. That's really stupid. But you know, if you save your money all the time, then if you should want to eat out, well, it's not a problem. Eat out once in a while. One good way to eat out once a week is go to the swap meet and sell your stuff, and they'll give you just about enough money for a nice meal out. Of course, maybe by the time you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and earn that money, you might not want to do such a thing, but that gives you a perspective on, you know, if you're not very well off, you know, eating out probably might not be a good idea. It's better to eat in. Furthermore, this is going to be good. So you can see I'm just adding the bread little by little, and this is the easiest thing in the world once you get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of this, you can see how quickly I'm making the bread. And I don't agree with this no bread eating thing. You know, bread has been around since the Bible. You know, it's amazing how many religious people are anti-bread eaters, but that's on them, you know. I personally don't think it's a good idea to cut out any food group. That means dairy, meat, milk, bread, cheese, eggs. You know, moderation is the key. So this is a half a loaf, because I just want a few rolls to go with my bacon gravy that I'm going to make here. And this is quick. I just rise it one time. And I bought these for $1. You know, yeast, I never could find any yeast cheap, but lately I have. So the trick to that is when you find it cheap, snap it up. So I want a soft dough. You know, you can make it more substantial if you want a more substantial bread. You know, you want your bread a little more. And so this is not making a big fat mess either. Not at all. So what I really want to do is I want to make my biscuits, you know, not a little bigger than bite size, so that I can submerge them in my gravy. My bacon gravy. And this is cheap, you know. I was trying to figure out how many loaves I made out of that 2-pound package of flour, and it was just so cheap I couldn't really figure it out. Not really. Okay, so now that's it. That's about all there is to it. So okay, so now what I want to do is now I want to make some little biscuits. Biscuit type. This is bread. This is not biscuits. Oh, and you can make this on top of the stove, but I'm gonna bake mine, but it can be made. And so, you know, these are gonna enlarge So, you know, you don't want them too big, you know. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them almost like little pizzas, really. If you buy jalapeno bread in the store, it's rather expensive. And then I have some cheese that I bought at Dollar Tree. And I have some jalapenos. This is going to be good. And then I'm just going to let it rise one time, and then I'm going to bake it. I'll show you in a second. I have a pan that's already, I use margarine to butter my pan. Oops. This is going to be good in my bacon gravy. Really good. You know, when you buy these in the store, and you can see as you're watching me make these, they're cheap to make. But if you buy one in the store, you know, I'm not sure how much they cost, but, you know, I can make, this is a half loaf. I'm pretty sure what the cost of one would be. I could make a whole loaf of these. And I'll show you when they enlarge too. Because these are going to double in size. These are going to be, tasty, very tasty. Especially with some bacon gravy. So I messed up my numbers. Last night was 6. I think I put 7. So there's not going to be a number on this one because that's going to cause more confusion. Especially for new people. Oh, and by the way, I increased my views by 23%, but don't be too impressed. That was only 10 subscribers. But still, percents are significant, you know. I was happy. And hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you're kind of broke and lonely, hang out and read the comments. And there was a lot of good, helpful comments today. I'm working on my eBay store a lot. I put links to my Instagram, Twitter, and eBay store if any of you are interested. Okay, so now I'm getting down on my, I don't want to take out more jalapenos just for this little guy. But this little guy is going to be good. You know, the last one always is. Especially when you ate all the rest of them. All right, now let me show you. Okay, so I already, I coated a pan with some margarine. And now I'll just cover this and I will let it double in size and then I will bake them at 350. I'll be right back. I have to do something. Sometimes I don't even get my hands sticky, but this time, you know, they were. So, fix this. Also, you know, I wanted to mention before bread baking, very important to clean your fingernails too. It's kind of gross, but you know, in case. Okay, so now I want to make some cooked fruit. This is going to be, this is going to be good. All this is I drained some pears, and I bought these pears so cheap. Pears with homemade bread is really good. Also, if you have homemade beans. And then this is pretty sweet, so I didn't add any sugar. But towards the end, when I mash them down, I'll add a little cinnamon. And this is my green tea. Glad I made it. Okay, so then I'll fry bacon. I have half a package from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use my canned milk. That's going to make it nice and cheap. And mainly I want to, I'm going to do a video on the gravy for those of you who haven't seen my numerous gravy videos. This is going to be good. And this is some old-fashioned cooking, you guys. That's the cheapest. I want to make sure my jalapenos are embedded in my bread dough. I bought this yeast at Walmart, and if you keep it in the refrigerator, it's pretty much good indefinitely. Just one more thing. I made half a batch. Okay, I'll be back in a little while with some bacon gravy, and God bless you all.